Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, 다들 하지 뻔한 이야기.
All right, one thing I saw, and this is kind of like, this is just, I feel like I've had arguments about this on the court before, but I didn't realize, do you know what this 2 becomes 1 rule is? That Courtney Johnson explained?
Mm-hmm.
I had never known this was a thing.
That figures.
But I think most people didn't know. But essentially, Andrei comes over to try and take a dink, or I guess a volley, steps in front of Anna, but it's just outside of his reach. So Anna ends up taking the volley, but when Andrei stepped over, his foot went into the kitchen. But even though he didn't make contact with the ball, he was touching Anna, and so 2 becomes 1, technically kitchen violation.
Called on Andrei Daescu, who's saying, I believe that he wasn't involved in the play.
2 becomes 1. 2 becomes 1. When you and your partner make contact together and one of them volleys the ball, 2 becomes 1. Foot vault. Side out,
2
point,
becomes 1.
14.
Courtney Johnson, our lead referee here with Major League Pickleball, just affirmed it. You are correct, Adam Stone. Thank you for clarifying that for us. Have another look. They could still challenge that.
So because he fell in, even though he didn't contact the ball, he's contacting Anna Bright, which is where the fault lies.
Mm-hmm.
I had never heard that before. The 2 becomes 1. And Courtney laid down the law.
Oh yeah, no, she doesn't mess around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rule. I think.
I mean, Andrei didn't seem like he knew.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Andrei had
just-
no idea. I was trying to tell him like, yeah, dude, you were super in the kitchen.
Right.
That is for sure a rule.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I suppose it could. I wonder what the original, like, why is that in the rule book? And the only thing that I can think of is you could possibly exploit that rule by
This is
like
Shea Underwood. Shea Underwood would do this, but go ahead.
well, you could exploit the rule by like having somebody leaning in as
Right.
far as they can,
And you're in the
you're
kitchen,
just
like
in the
holding them up,
for sure,
and they're
right?
like, yeah,
And I think that's probably
Right.
the reason for that rule. I would
yeah,
guess
yeah, yeah,
it'd be kind of cool. Like, what if you just Andre's a big boy, right?
yeah,
He could for sure carry me.
yes.
So I established myself
right.
outside of the kitchen,
Yeah, like-
and then he just carries me around at the
Yeah.
net, and I'm like in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you
that's
imagine?
great. Yeah,
That would be a new strategy. I want Ed and Lika as my partner. The combination of Ed and Lika and Hayden Patrickson playing that game would be unmatched.
yes.
Who else? There's nobody else that could beat that team.
I mean, yeah, Andrei carrying you,
Andrei carrying me.
Andrei carrying like Kawamoto.
That'd be a good mixed team.
Yeah.
But I think Eden can probably carry the most weight out of anybody.
What'd you think of the Vuvuzelas? Especially in the final. When
I
they're playing
hadn't
DC.
heard him since like the what was it like the
World Cup,
2008
yeah.
World Cup.
Brazil, yeah.
Um,
Because I'll tell you, they were annoying as hell watching on the stream.
were they?
So obnoxious. And then somebody I think had like a cowbell or something else. So it was like every point that DC won, Vuvuzela and like a cowbell. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, I like noise. I like the rowdiness. I think I'm gonna need to think about the vuvuzela.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's too easy, right? If you want to make a lot of noise, I feel like you got to make it a little bit more difficult than just doing your vuvuzela. Like, you
Yeah.
got to be yelling or whatever. Like, I don't know how I feel about noisemakers. But at the same time, I also want it loud. But vuvuzelas are kind of annoying.
They're obnoxious. Growing up, playing hockey in Michigan, you'd play different cities basically, and like some of these moms would come with like Folgers coffee cans filled with coins and just go ham when there was like a goal, and I will never forget that. It's just absolutely obnoxious.
PTSD.
Yeah, and this is essentially the equivalent.
Do you
I could do without.
Do you get like because they banned vuvuzelas in soccer, right? Like you can't bring a vuvuzela anymore to.
Yeah.
At least I haven't heard them in a while. Like, are you not allowed to bring noisemakers to stuff?
I mean, at a certain point, you should, right? Like, because where do you draw the line? What if you have an air horn, right?
Right.
Like, I bet they don't have any regulations around that. But at a certain point, like, it gets insane. And I think vuvuzelas are, like, right on the limit.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what other sports have done. Because, like, obviously after that World Cup, vuvuzelas were hot.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody tried to bring it to a basketball game.
Did it not bug you while you guys were playing?
Honestly, I'm in like just in a different universe.
Yeah, right.
I heard it, but yeah, it didn't really bother me.
All right, you guys know that we work with Vuori, best sponsor ever, because yeah, we constantly wear their stuff. I'm wearing my shirt right now. I've been playing in this shirt a lot, but I pretty much wear it everywhere. Especially when I'm traveling, I wear those sweatpants that they have. They have a bunch of different options. I'm a big fan of the joggers, but you can go to vuori.com/thedink to get 20% off your first purchase and enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. That's vuori.com/thedink. Discover the versatility of Vuori clothing.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had fun.